Speaking in tongues isn't the end of the story because the Bible mentions another gift in 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 10, and let's read it together. It says, "In the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. To another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another different kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues." Today we're going to be talking about the interpretation of tongues, because in the last video, the previous video, we talked about the gift of tongues, and if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it because this video is kind of like a part 2 of that one, right? So to get started, the gift of interpretation of tongues is a gift given by the Holy Spirit to translate what has been spoken in an unknown tongue to a known tongue or language. Okay, so as I said in the previous video, that the interpretation of tongues is very much needed to edify the whole church rather than just the gift of tongues only edifies yourself, but with the interpretation of what has been spoken in that unknown tongue can edify the whole entire church. Okay, so let's read 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 9. It says, "So likewise you, unless you utter by the tongue words easy to understand, how will it be known what is spoken? For you will be speaking into the air." Let's also read verse 19. "Yet in the church I would rather speak 5 words with my understanding, that I may teach others also, than 10,000 words in a tongue." And lastly, let's read verse 28. "But if there is no interpreter, let him keep silent in church, and let him speak to himself and to God." So in these verses, it talks about how to edify the entire church with the gift of tongues. There needs to be an interpreter. For the gift of tongues to edify the whole entire church, there needs to be an interpreter. But as it says also in these verses, if there is no interpreter, for the person speaking in the unknown tongue should rather keep silent. Okay, so this video is pretty short, but I pray that this video really helped you understand the gift of interpretation of tongues more. Because although it's a gift not really recognized as much as prophecy or the gift of tongues itself, we should still talk about it because it's in the Bible. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hope to see you in the next video. God bless you all. Bye.